Welcome to this week's episode of The Inside Loop. I'm Bird Bergeron and I run our strategic partnerships here at dotloop. This week we're going to talk about our top 4 CRM and lead gen integrations. But first, let's back it up. Why are integrations even important to you and why does this matter as a dotloop customer? Dotloop started looking at the market and we realized we're not the only platform you need out there. If you really want to be a great agent, you have to be backed up by a fantastic CRM or lead gen system. If you want to run a fantastic brokerage, better have an accounting system. So when we started realizing this, we basically found that we can do a couple different things. We could either build out all these platforms for you guys and do a little bit of everything, or we could continue to focus on what we've always done. Well, we took a closer look at history and we realized that all of these companies that tend to focus on a bunch of different areas and do a little bit of everything, they tend to do a little bit of everything with some mediocrity. Instead, dotloop decided to focus in on what we've always done best, and we are the best transaction management system out there. That being said, we still realize you need the other systems. So what we did instead was we took a direction to open up our API, partner with the best vendors in the market, and help you guys delete a lot of that duplicate entry that's one of the main complaints that agents have nowadays. So today we're going to pick 4 of our top CRM platforms and we're going to take a deeper dive into what it is exactly that those integrations do for you. So the first system we're going to talk about is Market Leader. So if you're using a Market Leader CRM with dotloop as an integration, you're allowing yourself to manage both of your systems from one platform. This essentially is going to eliminate a lot of your data errors and duplicate entry, but it's also going to allow you to view your loops or transactions from either system and make things a little bit easier for you. A Market Leader as a CRM actually allows you to do several different things. So you can see your point of origin from your leads, which is very important. You can segment all of your different leads into their different buckets and be able to market them differently. You can also set up pre-set up marketing campaigns that are going to allow you to send the right message to the right people at the right time and keep in contact with each of your leads over time. The second one we're going to talk about is BoomTown. Anybody out there really tracking their ROI, your return on investment? A lot of agents don't even bother to track it. But if you're really going to have a great business, you've got to look into it. You've got to know which zip codes are making you the most money and with which platforms. One of the great things about BoomTown is the integration with dotloop. It really allows you a wealth of reporting data, which is fantastic because then you can really start tracking that ROI and see where you should be spending your money. One of the things that's a little different about BoomTown is how you can filter the data through very advanced filtering tools, right? For instance, if I have a client come to my website as an agent, I'll be able to track that client and see which specific neighborhoods they're looking at, and then I can also see which specific price points they're interested in. BoomTown's front-end IDX websites, they really allow the agent to be in the right place at the right time. Moving on to one of our other most popular CRM integrations that we have is Commissions Inc. Commissions Inc. and dotloop integration allows you to only have one tab open at one time because of the way that the integration filters to each other, really allowing you to update your loop status and update all of those details, again, helping you delete duplicate entry. One of the things that Commissions Inc. does really nicely is it helps agents automate some of those necessary touch points with their clients, right? You have to talk to them several different times and really prove that you're delivering value to the client and really help grow that relationship. So Commissions Inc. released something called behavioral messaging. Think of it as specific behaviors done by the client are going to trigger different behaviors in automated text messaging that can happen coming directly from Commissions Inc. So if they're viewing a property, if they're looking at a price, whatever it is they're doing, you'll have different texts going out to them. For instance, I've got a client that's looking at this specific property. I'll have a text sent out to them that'll prompt them to see if they want to schedule a showing with me. I did nothing. All of this is done on the back end without me having to lift a finger whatsoever, and yet it still provided value for that client and let them know that I was thinking of them. And the last integration we're going to talk about today is Follow Up Boss. Have you ever, any team leads out there or brokers out there who want to figure out where to better spend their marketing dollars? Well, Follow Up Boss is really interesting because through our integration, it's very visual. They have this drag and drop pipeline that allows you to look at all of your sales. So you can look at your conversion rate and your sales volume be able to break that down per agent and per lead and figure out exactly what's working best in your market, right? What's most important to each person that you're working with, and make sure those dollars are spent in the most effective manner possible. So with Follow Up Boss, one of the interesting things is how they're tracking all of your conversations. We all know that tracking conversations are important for compliance. So Follow Up Boss does a great job of tracking all of your email, whether that be on phone or on desktop. And they also have an integrated texting system through the app that allows you to track all of those text messages and all those conversations you had with a client in one place. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you're interested in learning more about CRM or lead gen integration opportunities, definitely visit our blog. We'll be posting all the further information about these different systems as well as others. The bottom of that blog post, something's really important. We're going to have a survey down there asking you, which CRM systems do you use? Have we missed any? Is there something that maybe we should further in integration? We look at this data, and this is how we figure out where to put more of our development work towards, make your life a little bit easier. So make sure to visit our blog. There you can also sign up for our newsletter. It'll keep you inside the loop at all times. Thanks again so much for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again soon.